Hello, fifth grade. Today we're going to be working on a new project, and this project is the shape of a human eye, but it also incorporates the color wheel. So with the color wheel, we will be using the intermediate colors, which are also known as the fancy word tertiary colors. Those are the six colors, six of them, that live in between the primary and secondary. We have yellow green, blue green, blue violet, red violet, red orange, and yellow orange. They always start with the name of the primary as their first name, and then their middle name is always the secondary color. So yellow green is always going to start with the color yellow and end with green. It's never going to be green yellow, okay? Even though Crayola, somebody at Crayola had the terrible idea to make a yellow green. This one is yellow green, the proper color. And then somebody had the audacity to make a green yellow. What are they talking about? This should never have been called green yellow. It is not. So those are what two of the colors in the crayon box, but only one of them is an actual intermediate or tertiary color, okay? So this is what you're going to be learning about today. Right now, grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and we're going to get started. Now, I'm going to move pretty quickly through this video, so you will need to pause it now and then to get caught up, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start on this side of the paper with the paper being horizontal, and you're going to come over here. So we're going to make, you know, kind of a swooping motion for the top curve of our eye, and then you are going to bring that curve down a little bit, kind of looking like a lemon, okay? And then you're going to bring that down a little bit further, and that part is what is going to come to connect. Notice I kind of do it a couple times just kind of in the air before I, you know, put my pencil down very lightly. This is very light. Once you get the shape that you like, then you can darken it back up, all right? So then on the top of our eye and on the bottom, we have this piece that is just kind of a, it's our lash line is what it is. So we're going to very slowly and carefully create a second line on our eye, and we want to make sure that this thickness stays consistent all the way. So if you need to move your paper, if you need to go slow, whatever you need to do to make sure that that thickness stays. Okay, we're going to do it on that side, and we're also going to do it starting right here on this tear duct. So this eye is actually the left eye of the human, and we're going to draw that from the tear duct all the way down. If you're like into makeup, like my daughter, I believe they call this the water line in the makeup world. I only know that because she taught it to me because I'm not into makeup, okay? So from this point now, we're going to add the actual center part of the eye. In humans, you do not see the whole circle of the eye. So this is a curved line on both sides, okay? And do it light until you like it. Then you can always darken it up. It takes a long time to learn how to draw lightly because, you know, as children, we push really hard as we're learning to write, all right? From there, you're going to need a circle on the inside of your eye. You can find something to trace, or you can do my method, which is like hover, 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 and then very gently, you know, draw a circle. Sorry that my camera is constantly fighting to focus and unfocus. That's annoying. I get it. Inside your pupil, you are going to leave a highlight. Your highlight shape depends on whether or not you are around lights that are rectangle or circle. Okay, now that we have the center part, we're going to talk more about the reflection. In my room right now, I have square-shaped fluorescent lights. So the reflection in my room is going to be a curved square, okay? Because that is what I have going on. You can put more than one reflection in the eye. You could also do a circle, but so if you are outside with the sun, your reflection is going to be a circle. If you are inside near a lamp that is a circular shape, your reflection is going to be a circle. So I'm just going to leave mine those curved rectangles for right now. All right, so go ahead and put in 2 or 3 reflections. Then we're going to work like a clock, and you'll need a ruler. Rulers are helpful. If you don't have one, just draw the lines without. So we're going to do 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock first. And I'm going to go ahead and make this center a little bit darker. Remember, this is the area of your eye that will be black, except for the reflections. Those stay white. Now I'm going to turn my paper because the next section I'm going to do is 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So I go and I stop and I start and I stop. Okay. Now this was the easy part. The next part's a little bit trickier. Okay. So I'm going to turn it this way, and I've got to create 2 lines dividing this into equal thirds. So what I do is I kind of look down here and I give myself a little bit of space, like where I think go over a third, go over a third, okay? And then down here, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go over a third and go over a third. I think I went a little too far on that one. So I'm going to erase and move it back just a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, so now with my ruler, I'm going to line up the opposites. So I'm going to do the right side over here and the left side over here. And I'm going to put the ruler on those 2. Okay, did you see what I did there? And now I'm going to draw my lines. So start, stop, start, stop. Okay, now I'm going to go to these 2 lines and I'm going to put my ruler. And when I put my ruler, I can also kind of look with my eyes. Does it look? It looks more like that is where it should be. So I'm going to draw my line and draw my line. Okay, so now I have most of that part complete. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Come a third, dot, go over. I'm just kind of using my eyes as a measuring tool. And then I'll do the opposites. So I've got this dot with this dot. And I've got one more. So let's see, I think right there. If you hit a reflection, you do not draw through the reflection. Okay, so I hit my reflection right there and I did not draw through it. All right, this is as much as you need to get done today.